Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the end of our first week of the 21 days of Flexmas. We are on day number 7, and of course, I am joined by Slumlord GG. What's up, Grant? How you doing, honey?
I'm doing so well. We are at the first week mark of 21 days, and honestly, I gotta say, we've had some pretty top tier matchups. We are currently what 5-1 in the stable of JFlex, but all of them, there have been so many best of fives that have gone to game 5 that I'm excited to see today's match too.
Yeah, we've definitely seen a wide array of matchups. We've seen some Falcos from coming out from the likes of Bones. We've seen some Foxes from an absolutely electrifying set from MGMG. Even Peach in yesterday's episode from our good friend B-Bats. But today, we have our first Jigglypuff in New York's very own 2Saint. So, formerly the second best puff in the world behind only H-Box, has been to Summit once or twice, and is an absolutely electrifying puff to watch. But I have to see what they could do against the likes of JFlex.
Yeah, I'm super excited about this. I know JFlex played in GMO last weekend, so he's had some Jigglypuff experience, but I'm super excited to see 2Saint's pretty unique style and like aggressive approach to Puff. So I'm very excited to see this fold out. I will give them the go ahead. And as you guys can probably guess, since they are a New York player, I believe they're starting Battlefield. So
Battlefield, love me some Battlefield, baby.
yeah,
It's just such a good, solid stage. The music's banging, the background's cool, and even on Animele where we got the beautiful like the red paneling plus the light up sign, you love to see it. Love to see that our good friend Vancity Primal did Battlefield some justice with this awesome skin.
yeah, and speaking of awesome, this awesome matchup is starting off. Wasn't that cheeky? So we have 43% on 2Saint already. This is actually one of the things that I was going to look out for that I've seen 2Saint do in the past is those falling up airs to scoop up for possible rest conversions. I know that at low percent, Jigglypuff has so many tricks in the bag, almost like a whole sleuth of mix-ups that all lead to rest. So I'm super excited to see how the first game is going to play out.
Yeah, and at this pretty substantial percent deficit, 2Saint has to go for a lot of these overreaching options, whether that be going for that down throw into a DIN mix-up with that pound, or if we're going to try to get a little bit of an overextension read with an up tilt. Got to get a lot of these cross-up, a lot of these reversal options started up, because JFlex down a pretty solid 70% here.
Yeah, JFlex definitely giving a lot of respect to the Jigglypuff, knowing that any type of read on his movement will probably lead to some type of up tilt, up air, grab, anything that can just lead into one of these deadly options. But he is keeping the pressure. 2Saint going to have to float all the way across the stage. Beautiful Nair out of shield. The one thing that separates the good Sheiks from the great Sheiks is that timing. But we know that JFlex going to try to keep his lead as long as he can because he is that great Sheik. But already off the stage, 2Saint sharking with these forward airs. Not going to find anything, but we just knock him to the other side. This is starting to look like a dead Sheik, but can JFlex pull something out? He gets up aired and said, we are still living, but back air going to steal the first stock for 2Saint.
Yeah, Sheik with no jumps in that position really mitigates a lot of those mix-up options on recovery. So 2Saint doing a great job, patient in that pocket, trying to get those recovery options out. Will even up the stock heads, but JFlex on a pretty substantial punish here. 70% lead one more time, but a knockdown to go the way of 2Saint. 2Saint goes for that tech chase grab, can't quite find it, but a cross-up fair will take the stock head count back to 3-2.
Yeah, only 33% on to JFlex, but we mentioned before, this matchup is one of those, deceiving ones because we do have Jigglypuff on the field when we are in these low percents. Great setups for rest are aplenty, but we are reaching that good mid-weight percent of 80% where now it's just going to have to be the combo game for 2Saint. So 2Saint starting to look to change his game plan a little bit. Great Nair out of shield is going to cross up JFlex, and JFlex unfortunately SDing. We are now only at a 40% deficit for 2Saint, but what can JFlex do to try to extend his lead? We are getting some stray hits and some needles. Oof. But we have 100% on the jigs now. 114 is going to be enough for that balloon slap off the side, and we are at a pretty clean stock lead now for JFlex.
Yeah, JFlex doing a wonderful job, pumping the brakes a little bit, making sure to have that stack of needles, but also great timing mix-ups coming off of these waveland off these platforms. Either falling down slowly to wait out for an out-of-shield option and trade with that neutral air, or immediately fast falling off those platforms into those kill options, like up air and forward air, is doing a really miraculous job of snuffing out these 2Saint stocks.
Yeah, 2Saint just trying to play a little more passive. I mean, he was full of dash attacks and smashes earlier in the game, but now he knows he's on that last stock. He's going to have to try to find some high-value conversions if he wants to stay alive. Already reaching 77%. He's definitely getting into dangerous territory. Lots of movement. This dash dance from Sheik. Whoa, this platform movement from JFlex is actually popping off right now. We have down throw. I believe this is a confirm at this weight, but no. JFlex gonna find his way out of it and gets the reversal. Good. Oh, beautiful. Weak hit. Fair. Gonna seal it. We are on last stock. This Puff is gonna have to play basically perfect against Sheik with the arsenal of back air and fair to stay alive. But what can 2Saint do to get JFlex down for the count? We see a grab.
Oh! Yeah, 2Saint so practiced in that side platform tech chase rest. Really consistent, but just a little hair too high off of that short hop and gets clipped by the get up attack. Or in a situation with some corner pressure for the side of 2Saint. 2Saint can't get the shield grip. Gonna go ahead and elect to run out of that situation. Knowing these out of shield options are so prevalent on JFlex. JFlex with just the scrubby fair from ledge. Sometimes that tier 1 option just works and will take game number 1. JFlex kind of stunting with the movement, but really confidently, but will just go ahead and tap that in for a game 1 victory.
Yeah, fair off of ledge. Definitely one of those. If you're not ready for it, that is a death for you. But we are hopping into game 2 already. No one is surprised that we are hearing this music. Dreamland is the stage. We are going to see 2Saint claiming a lot of space already, keeping JFlex in the corner. Nair up from the ledge is not going to get too much, but 40% onto 2Saint is starting to rack up damage pretty quickly. JFlex still in these rest conversion percentages. What can 2Saint do on this match to get the Sheik dead?
All right, go ahead and roll back into center. Gets scouted out by 2Saint. 2Saint's about evened out on the percentage game, but with the extra survivability of Dreamland, definitely still in the pocket of 2Saint, but a massive fastball back air will claim it on that sweet spot.
Yeah, and we are seeing pretty canon JFlex. I keep wanting to call him J-Sheik. JFlex Puff matchup where he is just trying to stack up damage with needles whenever he gets the chance. We see him whenever he has that lull in the neutral interactions. He just starts charging the needles. But 2Saint starting to aggressively claim space, wave dashing in and out, trying to get these crouch cancels. But JFlex with 3 jabs to keep the Puff up in the air. We are boxing in center stage, and JFlex looking like he's on the back foot now. 2Saint just trying to claim some space in the matchup. 121% on the Sheik. Definitely in dangerous territories, but we are playing so patient. This movement is so good from JFlex.
All right, great fastball movement on and off these side platforms. But will get scouted out with a 4-throw reset backer on stick, forward air on stick. Oh, and the reversal fair into the needles. Wait a minute, can JFlex clean up this stock with just a maximum defensive game, but the momentum cancel on that side plat and an instant fair off the ledge will claim that stock. What an amazing defensive game from JFlex.
That was incredible teching from JFlex and eventually just getting the reversal. So now we are up a full clean stock up for JFlex. Let's see if he can keep the defensive measures up because we know this can change on a dime. We are dealing with a Jigglypuff, and not only any Jigglypuff, we are dealing with 2Saint, who is just so good at clutching games out.
Goes for that extended pound, but why is it going to go ahead and DI behind Jigglypuff to avoid those true follow-ups, especially against those midweight characters like Sheik, like Marth? But go ahead and stairway to heaven a little bit, get a little bit of damage stacked up on the side of 2Saint. Down tilt to scout out that approaching fair. A little bit of platform movement, but doesn't want the rest. Going to go ahead and go for some combo game. And just go for a low recovery read, a sweet spot backer. Will reason the situation for the side of JFlex. JFlex tries to find an early grab. Won't quite go the way. And some early movement and a potential edge guard flow chart. Snuffs out the jump. That'll be a dead Sheik. Yes, sir.
All right. Well, we are even stock, but 100% on 2Saint. Definitely means he has to be careful. Trying to read the movement in with the up tilt rest, but not getting it. Not getting the down tilt up air either. These players are both fishing for their kill options, and they are playing both so well defensively. We are back to boxing in the corner. 2Saint going to try to find his way to ledge, but these needles are just peppering him. All right, we have quick fares from JFlex, which is going to eventually just lead to a death from 2Saint.
All right, aggressive needles to reclaim center stage. JFlex stock advantage. Has some room to play with, but such a high variance character like Jigglypuff don't want to fly too close on. Again, fast fastballs on and off those side platforms have amounted to a lot of great middle percent with the fastball fairs and fastball up airs. And of course, the back air spacing cannot be ignored from JFlex.
Yeah, JFlex, knowing he's got this lead, just kind of chilling out a little bit. You could see this run-off platform movement. He's just trying to throw some aerials out, see what he can get. Fishing is what he likes to call it. But we fished with a down tilt and got something. But 2Saint still so good defensively. We are slowing this down just because the Puff knows they need to start making some high-value conversions here. All right, down.
Set us up. And again, follow through on the tech chase. Nice! Going to have to take that little baby step off so he does not get caught with a teeter cancel. Very wise in that situation from JFlex.
Yeah, game 2 going to JFlex 2. I wonder if we're going to go back to Dreamland, but I don't know. I typically have a personal rule where if I get 2-stocked on a counter pick, then I just don't go back because I think, oh, maybe that's not the go-to. But we are going back to Dreamland. We are fresh new game, fresh new 2Saint. Let's see what adaptations he can bring. We know he's got so many bags of tricks. But we are boxing again in neutral. We are just getting so many aggressive players at 21 days, and we find a low percent rest. That is an early lead for 2Saint, only 50% on the Puff.
Yeah, getting a rest on a Sheik is so impactful. There's very few situations where you'll get a really big rest punish for the traded stock. The best case scenario for a lot of Sheik players is you're going to go for charging your needles for a full stack and then going for a down throw tech chase follow-up. Or there's some creative option where you can go for some side platform tech chases, but it looks like a down tilt into up air will shut me up real quick and even up that stock count.
Yeah, the good thing about the rest conversions too is if you get a miss on the rest, Sheik, one of the characters that doesn't necessarily have a super good punish against a missed rest. So I would love to see 2Saint start wheeling and dealing rests all the time, but we are going to slow the game down. Both these players giving so much respect, but we have a back throw from the Puff, not going to find the ledge, but JFlex SDing. I think maybe he thought 2Saint was going to go down, but then we get a rest out of 2Saint. Not going to kill, not high enough percent, but we are on the ledge. Down smash, going to box the Puff away, but we have Nair back air. We are fishing for more rest traps. This might be the ticket to go for 2Saint.
Yeah, 2Saint doing a great job mitigating a lot of the early kill damage that JFlex is getting in these scraps. They're going to go for a saucy little reverse fair, and just DI's away. Maybe the momentum carried 2Saint just a little too far. 2 stocks apiece, but off the back of 2 rests, maybe 2Saint's getting a little bit of that momentum going.
Yeah, we definitely see some momentum now. Sheik is on the last stock, so we have a lot of room to play with. Rest is definitely on the board. We are seeing so many of these back throws at ledge, and it's honestly putting JFlex in uncomfortable positions. We are normally so comfortable being at the ledge, but 2Saint definitely got that pressure to make everyone second guess, and we got these platform tech chases on deck. Reverse fair gonna bring him back off the ledge, but beautiful reversal out of Jave. Double fair. Hey,
love to see some creative movement off that wall jump, and JFlex even out the percentage, but still huge mountain to climb on extra puff stock in the back pocket. Gonna go ahead and reclaim center stage with that ledge dash into dash through. Oh, misses the waveland fair and can't quite cancel the momentum with the transformation, and a game will go to 2Saint.
Yeah, so we have 2Saint on the board, but that unfortunately means Dreamland no longer a map he can go to. So we are going to be seeing the first counter pick from JFlex in this set, but we know the adaptation is strong in 2Saint. We are on Yoshi's. Never want to see Yoshi's as a puff player, but if anyone can clutch it out, it is 2Saint.
Yeah, Yoshi's, while also having that smaller blast zones, also gives Sheik a legitimate punish onto Jigglypuff. There are situations where you can get those tipper up smashes as a rest punish on these side platforms. Oh, well, not quite on the far left end, but a little bit closer towards center stage, and you can just jump through, sit on that bottom end of the stage, and get that tipper up smash through the
Ooh. All right, well, 2 big rest misses from 2Saint on this Yoshi's game. We love to see the rest attempts, but JFlex eventually going to clean these up. That is a 3rd rest. 2Saint is just wheeling and dealing in these rest attempts, but JFlex doing such a good job to avoid them, playing so defensively, respecting 2Saint so much. But we have a carry-off fair string from 2Saint, and that is going to make it almost even Steven in this 3rd, 4th game.
Yeah, it's definitely a new school floaty technology is making sure that your punish game on Yoshi's will kill one almost 100% of the time if you get that opening. Because a lot of times your opponent's picking this stage so they can kill you earlier. So you have to make sure that your punish game is as powerful as theirs on this counter pick. And 2Saint's showing that in droves so far.
Yeah, we are back to the tried and true of this set, which is just both of them trying to kind of claim a little bit of space, see if they can fish out a move, because there are so many situations where just touch of death for their character. Beautiful puff ledge dash. Never thought I'd see the day. Ends in a grab, but he doesn't get much off of it. JFlex just giving so much respect for 2Saint. Nair out of shield, not going to kill Puff, but we are so close at 110% for the Puff. Not going to find the fair. Beautiful tech out of 2Saint.
2Saint putting in that defensive work, even though they have 5-6 jumps. You're going to have to get back with that tech, but a sealed away stock will give JFlex the lead. JFlex 1 game away from a set victory. Great edge cancel to set us up for a little bit more damage, but an F-smash on that movement punish will set us up 2 stocks apiece. So going slap for slap, blow for blow so far here on Game Over 4.
Yeah, 60% already in the slaps in JFlex's corner. 2Saint racking up a lot of percent. He should definitely be worried about the rate in which he's getting these, because we know he likes to scrap center stage, but 85 is going to make it already dangerous for him, putting JFlex in the corner, but he might just not have the percent to crouch cancel to keep him there. Beautiful tech from 2Saint grabbing the ledge, but fair is just going to slap him off the map. We are up a whole stock on JFlex, but beautiful up smash out of Puff. Not going to find a forward air conversion or anything like that, but we are back to neutral. Any percent counts when you want to carry off this midweight, but JFlex playing so well defensively, just not letting 2Saint get anything in.
Yeah, crossing up the shield, so important to get in the Puff matchup. You don't want to get shield grab for free, and especially at these low to mid percents. JFlex missing that waveland again on top platform won't get you punished. Nair out of shield to cover those roll angles, and last stock situation off of a missed boost grab. 91%, so 1 down tilt, 1 F tilt into a conversion will seal away the game. Down tilt into up air, as I'm saying it, JFlex scouts it out and will claim a 3-1 victory for AllChat.
Yeah, that was a pretty close 3-1. A lot of the times coming down to 1 or 2 stock games, but JFlex on a tear for 21 days of Flexmas, saving all of our hearts and my wallet in particular. So we are currently, what was that, day 7? We are currently 6-1 in the corner of JFlex. That was such a fun game on this Tuesday night. Hada, do you want to send us off?
I would love to, guys. Thank you so much to 2Saint and JFlex for putting on a show for you guys. I hope you enjoyed. Please continue to join us for the rest of the 21 days. We're 1/3 of the way to the completion of this series. And if you guys still want to keep cheering for JFlex, please follow him on Twitter. Please, JFlex. What's JFlex's Twitter? Let me find out.
JFlex 2808, I believe.
JFlex 2808? JFlex, say what your Twitter is. Yo.
It's JFlex 2808, and if you guys want to catch me streaming, I usually am playing with viewers or with like my buddies. You can follow me, or if you like to sub, if you like watching some cool chic stuff, it's twitch.tv JFlex Too Good. Thank you.
JFlex is too good. And if you guys want some more JFlex, please continue to like, comment, subscribe. Hit that notification bell. We're posting this series every day, so please continue to follow us for the rest of the month, and we will see you tomorrow.